Hello Total War Gamers, my name is Deacon, welcome to my Total War channel. And how do you like the Mortal Empires campaign? That's the question. I'm gonna try help you get answered for yourself as we play through a review campaign of Warhammer II with Ungrim Ironfist and the Dwarfs. So we're gonna have lots of battles, loads of fun, also review everything that we come across, compare it with the Vortex campaign, with the Warhammer I campaigns, and even with other games in the Total War series. So check out my other review series if you haven't seen any of them already. There's going to be loads of links in the descriptions. In basically every upload that I do, I provide links and descriptions to other campaigns as well. And I'm doing review campaigns for all the races. Not all the races, I'm doing all the new races, let's put it that way, in the New World. And there's going to be Bretonnia with Luan, there's going to be Empire with Call France. I'm now doing Ungrim Ironfist. I'm already doing Dirtu with the Wood Elves. I'm also going to do Orion. That's probably the plans for the old world races as things are. And then I'm doing the High Elves with Tyrion, the Lizardmen with Mazdamundi, the Dark Elves with Marathi, and Queek with the Skaven. Probably also going to do Malekith in Mortal Empires and Krokka. So that's basically for Mortal Empires, and then campaigns in the Vortex campaign with Morathi, Tyrion, Queek and Mazdamundi as well. So that's there, then let's jump into a new one. Here comes a new campaign in Mortal Empires.
I am Tyrion.
And we're gonna go for Ungrim Ironfist, play it at the hard campaign and hard battles. Unlimited time, minimal auto advisor help. Then well, these are familiar mechanics from Warhammer I, grudges, underways and heavily armored units of course. Then now Ungrim, it says the dwarves are an initial challenge of easy. Okay, I'm not going to argue. Ungrim has upkeep of minus 50% for slayers and minus 25% for slayer units. And then the Lord effects. Oh, I can't browse this right now because maybe... Oh yeah, this is in front of me. He has a +6 melee attack for slayers. And the funny thing is there was a speed buff for all the units in the Dwarven army if you had Ungrim. But I think they took it away. I'm not sure. Right now Grombrindle is what you mostly see because he has just awesome abilities and stats. But previously Thorgrim used to be like well, the easiest lord to just start with. And Belegar of course on the map is in a different position. But Ungrim used to be like the least beneficial kind of legendary lord. I think he's probably still the least beneficial. Therefore you see hardly any campaigns played with him. But I like the looks of him, I like the slayers, and as much as it doesn't really work, we're gonna try for it anyway. So there we go, start the campaign. While visiting his liege in Karaz-a-Karak, the Slayer King witnessed Thorgrim and his mighty throng vanquishing orc and goblin filth that trespassed within sight of Everbeek itself. The greenskins of the Bloody Spears were vanquished. But then again, Ungrim will make ready for war. He agreed. The two kings agreed that while Thorgrim returned to the dwarf capital to call the clans, Ungrim would make ready for war. I even have time to read it all.
The sacred peak of Karaz-a-Karak is secure, son. The spineless greenskins shrink before your might and have run for their burrows. The bloody spears still infest the mountains to the east of Karaz-a-Karak, setting up their hovels amidst sacred pillars. Before you can return to the Slayer Keep of Karak-Kadrin, the trespassers must be destroyed. Summon the throng and march against them. To the south, yet more vicious Urki and Groby lay ready to strike at your kin. Seek allies amongst your own folk, for there are many grudges to settle here. The age of reckoning has begun, Slayer King. You are no stranger to oaths, Ungrim, So swear that the Karaz Angkor will be great again.
Well, that's funny. Let's make the Karazankor great again. The Age of Reckoning has begun. Wonderful. Now, learn more about the dwarves here. Factions, grudges, underway, mounted units cannot. Not much to say really. There's been a grudge issued. Now, at least we get some things to guide us through this campaign. So what does he have here? Grashnak has 6 units and we have...
I must fulfill my slayer
6 units. We did not get a Grudge Thrower. And we have 1 unit of Callers, 1 unit of Thunderers, which is awesome. Slayers, they're useless. That's just... And Ungrim is also useless. And the fact that they took away his rather nice ability to give a speed buff to the whole army, that's also useless. So we're like a heap of useless. It's just that it's still dwarves. And dwarves are just good for everything. So we cannot recruit Grudge Throwers until we're tier 2. And we cannot recruit Forerunners until we're tier 2. So... then growth is going to be important, of course, otherwise we're never going to get there. So I'm going to go with the barley field here and upgrade our settlement to tier 2. And then maybe destroy this once we gain more settlements there and build growth buildings there to get... No, we're already there. Next. So let's not do this. We're going to be able to build this in the expansion. So let's just go for a gem mineshaft. Landmark buildings, all going to come later. Go away. Infrastructure, military support, also good. As long as we have Correlers and Dwarf Warriors, we're basically good for the entire map. At least that's what I think. Maybe some public order. But yeah, we'll worry about that later.
It is time.
Then, yep.
My vows will be
For
satisfied
4 years
with
it is. And yeah, research. So it's nice. Call to clan. This is nice. Yep. So there we go. We need recruits with experience basically. So we're gonna train units for 1 turn, jump on him. Diplomacy. Barakvar, we're already buddies with them. So that's of course a good thing, but what else can we get?
And what can the Dawi
You're
do
not
for you
at
on
war
this
with
fine
anyone.
day?
Defensive alliance would be nice.
Wamrak.
Zukbar.
Aye. Let's
Yeah.
hear what you have to say.
Non-aggression.
We'll hear it before oath
Military
goes.
access.
All right.
But then
Onward.
Gravy is
Come,
prospectors
come,
at the other
kid.
side of the world.
Let us feast and drink.
Yeah, let's feast and drink.
Oathbound.
We're bloody far away.
So,
Water Princess. What do we want? We can get
I am ready to parley. I hope
most of the games. We end up being defensive with them anyway. But now this is Mortal Empire, so we can actually conquer them. It's just I don't care about the climates that give us all these. What are they? Debuffs? How do you call them? All those things in our way. I don't like. So we've done diplomacy, victory conditions. Is that something? Objectives. Long campaign. Karazakarak, Barakvar, Varenka Hills, Mount Gunbad, Black Crag. This is all stuff we can conquer or confederate or Aldorf. Kuron. Ally ourselves with the rest. You know, I'm not even sure we're going to play for the long or short-term victory goals. I'm going to set my own victory goals. At some point, I'm going to review this in 5 episodes. And then if we're having fun and the campaign is fun and people are enjoying this, I might actually continue, and if not, we're gonna review the next faction.
Anad.
That's basically the plan. So let's hit the enter. Now, I've played the Total War series since Shogun 1, which is, it was the year 2000 I guess, so that's like 17 years ago. I always say that my estimate is I have clocked over 10,000 hours in the game. Very well possible if you only count the hours in Medieval 2, Medieval 1 actually. I've done quite a bit of game time in Shogun 1, then Medieval 1 came around, and that just has taken up a good portion of my life basically. Quite a bit. Look what we have, visitors. I'm still gonna fight the other army first because that's the grudge. So I've done a lot in Total War, and I'm pretty sure if you stick around till the end of the series, you should be able to expect me to point out the things you would want to consider for your gameplay. Morglem, he's nasty. Nashrak also nasty. And I have money, so I'm just gonna sit here.
Restless.
You grow restless, I grow my army.
My oath is intact.
Yep. And I'm perfectly happy with them two sitting there. I'm gonna let them sit another turn. And if I do, this is probably gonna give me another grudge. Once I clear 8 grudges, then we're also gonna be able to recruit Thorgrim. So one more turn, hop on them. Hop on this, hop on that, and then go for the quest battle and recruit a second army, more or less. Sorta. Oh, but I should have put him inside Karaz-Akarak for public order purposes. But anyway, it is as it is right now. And basically doing reviewing. He came out of stance underway. Oh, okay. So they're throwing up a defense here, but usually he recruits the rest of his army down there. And there is one advantage to that. If we kill them both here in quick succession, then maybe we can jump south. Would be a change of plan.
To war.
Would be quite the change of plan.
There will be blood.
There will be blood. Okay. No, I'm sorry. It's just too easy. Miners down to 45. Oh, really? Kill them. Grudge removed. Okay, now we didn't get the second grudge, which is a waste, and this second army is just in there.
Drain them! My command is attack!
I'm sorry, I don't usually auto-resolve these. Okay, so now we've killed both our most renowned enemies. Should have done this.
Your
Quest
dowry have been
issued.
put to work fixing up the captured city, sire. Yet there are many grudges still to settle. Perfidious manlings and bloodthirsty vampires threaten your kind in the north. And your mountain will never be safe, while a single greenskin draws breath. To war!
Oh, I'm kind of disappointed that we weren't able to do actually another another battle, because would have been nice if we could have.
Slayer Cape.
Let's do that the next turn. It would have meant another point, skill point. What we're gonna do is jump down, raise this settlement. I don't know if they're still also on this corner. If so, then it's just too attractive not to go there. And our economy is gonna receive this boon in one turn. How are we doing on the diplomacy front? Barakvar.
Dowie from another hold arrived.
Join
'Tis a
confederation.
great day.
Military alliance then.
Alright.
Alright.
Onward.
Sufbar.
Come, kin.
You don't
Let
want
us to war.
to war. Can I coordinate with you? You're kind of weak. Scabby Eye, even weaker. So take that. And then
I am the Slayer King.
hit the end turn. 0 grudges. It's not really going very fast now, is it? So my reviews or review campaigns, I like to do them interactive. So put your opinions, your comments, your questions, your thoughts into the comment sections, and anything that I point out that I think is crazy or strange or weird. For example, the fact that they've taken away the speed buff with Iron Fist. Yeah, I'd like to hear your opinion about, and ultimately leave the judgment into your hands as a viewer. So I'm going to discuss the game on its own merits, and keep in mind the Warhammer 1 and 2 are different games. I'm also going to, hey, gather the throngs. Oh yeah, well we're on our tour.
One rag.
We are on our tour of duty. Recruit and make the jump.
Aye, but the actual cargo
Boom.
demands blood.
And there's a Grungy. Now, not really short on money, not at all. But trinket maker, very nice. And then gem mine, also very nice. So let's do that for this turn and leave this one for another. I'm quite comfortable as it is. Gonna need some public order stuff, which is come on, infrastructure. Where is there's the public order here. So we are going to want a refactory, so we are going to need extra growth, and we didn't take Mount Squighorn. So for now I'm just gonna waste this money on another growth building. There we go. And we may get into public order issues, but we may also recruit another lord and a second army there. So, end turn. So if you're already playing Ungrim Ironfist in Mortal Empires, give a shout out. Or if you're here on my channel specifically for Ungrim, let me know. Also, how do you like Ungrim in comparison to the other lords? Is this like a roleplay initiative to even play this guy, or is there any goodness to him left? I'm curious. And the Mortal Empires Ungrim campaign is as new to me as it is to you probably, or I don't know. This is actually the first look, the first turns. I haven't done anything before in Mortal Empires with Ungrim. We lost the miners. And to be honest, I was going to raise it. Hey. Greenskins? Okay. Alright. It's not exactly what I had in mind. So Slayer. Leadership, melee defense, nice. Ammunition. So this is going to be +4, then another 2, and then another 2. So this is very nice to have for the Dwarf Warriors, because that's what our army consists of. Can we recruit anything here? Yes! Dwarf Warriors, yay!
Yes, my oath is intact.
So there we go. And then we're still making a buttload of money, which is completely crazy. Public order, -60. Going down fast. I'm probably just gonna let it rebel and then move Ungrim back. Are we at war with all of these? Yes, we are. They did change up because this settlement I think used to be on this tip, on the other end. I want to go to Mount Gunbad because they've added gold in this. I fetched the game to Mortal Empire's beta patch, just so to, to have this gold here. But we are going to have to take it, otherwise it's no use.
Dowie from another hole.
Yeah, you don't really like it, do you?
Come, kin.
Join the confederation, join war against. What's that? Thief snatches. Yeah, but I'm willing to do that if you. Okay.
All right.
You're not going to join my confederation,
No way.
but maybe the next turn. I don't know. Maybe border princes friendly.
You have a
Buddies?
proposal? We are willing to hear.
No.
All right. Have it your
Yes.
way.
You approach us in difficult days. A weak order.
A weak border. The bloody spares. Let's go after them first. Let's just eliminate them one by one by one. Who likes me most? Barak Far. And then
It is
Zufar.
time. Come, kin. Let us feast and drink.
Strength rank 13 and then still having trouble with Grompeak? Strange. It's just we're running out of time for my gunbat here.
fulfill my slayer oath.
It's not so good. Anyway. I like to show not all the races. I don't play, I do play evil races. Dark elves are evil. I like elves, so high elves, wood elves, dark elves, I play them all. But I think the dark elves are probably the only exception to my kind of house rules where I never do bad stuff. Like in Third Age Total War I have Dol Amroth, Linden and Rohan going, but I would never play Mordor or Isengard or Harad or whatever. And in Warhammer 1 I never played the vampires or the greenskins or chaos or any. I did have the chaos DLC, but that was just because, you know, I pre-ordered the game, I think. Yeah. Trinket maker. So can you conquer that settlement already? Come on, how hard can it be?
And what can the Dowie do for you?
You can confederate with me. Oh, there you go. Alright, we have a confederation. So now we also have armies and stuff to defend and another army, and we're losing money like bit by the heaps. Public order. -8. So we are definitely gonna face problems here. Yeah.
The slayer in me
Okay.
seeks death.
I wasn't expecting this to happen so soon. Barak Far, how is the garrison here? Half an army. But 2 of them are miners, warlords, 3 quarterers, 3 dwarf warriors, 2 miners.
My axe
And this is
thirsts for war.
16 units, of which I can miss the miners, but that's not gonna save our negative.
Onward.
I'm gonna keep this lord. What did they give him? Okay, that's alright. And let's just... They have not been in any previous battles, or at least the majority of them have not been. So
It
there's
is
1,
time.
2, ew.
To war.
I just want to defend Barak Far with
Summon
this
me
army,
if you dare.
because I'm not gonna sustain 2 full armies on the offense.
For the wisdom of the layer. Ready.
My campaign is just going to crap because of this confederation. They wanted my attention.
Let
Up
us
north.
begin.
There we go. We are waiting for this to construction to complete, and then we're gonna have a gem mine and Tinkerer
What?
and another province. Sorry. It is as it is. Okay. So, nothing else we can do. We maybe lose for Hills. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not.
Ready.
First mounts Quighorn though. Maybe I'll just drop a bunch of these Dwarven warriors and give them to the other army. Or maybe later, we'll see. Iron Rock is probably going to come for this. I wanted to raise it really, but yeah, let's just leave it. Demolish that.
Yes.
End turn. Anyway, one thing that is good to know about me is that my gameplay is mostly to hear from my viewers, to have an interactive thing going on. Okay, that's the second biggest motive. The first biggest motivation is that it's more gratifying when I know other people are also watching me play. So whenever I do something that I was thinking, oh wow, that's cool, this was a cool victory or whatever, then it's already a shared experience, because at least one or two persons are gonna watch every episode. So that's one thing. The other is when people give suggestions or comments or just interact.
Your prestige grows, my lord.
Thank you.
News of your conquests spreads far and wide.
Positive growth.
Your developing power is noted by evil.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna keep pressing forward. It's all good. Quarterless. We want them. But we can't recruit them because no money. So we're gonna have to resolve our financial issues first. How is Butterfly doing? They're gonna come at us with 2 full stacks soon.
My axe
And then we're gonna have 8 plus 14 units here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's one dwarf warrior back in there. It's gonna be tricksy. And this army is going to face a rebellion soonish. And we are going to conquer Mount Quighorn. Are we out of March towns already? Yep. There you go.
I meet with Grimnir.
Can you... we need to speed this up. Yeah, there you go. Bye-bye. Occupy please.
One rag.
And there you go. Weapon gauge, water strike. Nice. Province secured, also nice. Before I forget, so public order is gonna go to crap anyway. Growth, yeah, let's get growth. Our own faction is gonna be fastest and fastest. This is also gonna be off. Fastest. Anyway, interaction. I set up a Discord group and a Steam group, and I'm about to also launch a Facebook page and Twitter once I get the artwork done, or better said, once my friend gets the artwork done, because I'm not really that much of a graphical artist. It would be nice if I could, but I'm not really. Intercept battles, no. Ammunition, yeah, but we hardly have any. Figure loss, that's nice. We can recruit something like
Yes.
I'm gonna try and keep this alive as hard as it may be. Let's see if we can get Border Princes to go
The Empire.
trade and non-aggression with us. No? No, okay. Alright. I don't really want to wait for this rebellion.
Anat.
But it is going to happen anyway. So we're gonna skip the settlement upgrades. I'm gonna skip spending money right now. I just want to see how we roll after this. These guys. how many settlements do they have actually? 3, not so many. I think I'll bring Ungrim over and start trying knocking them out.
My Slayer oath.
Yeah. I want Mount Combat. But I think it'll have to wait. I think I have a plan. I'm gonna keep Ungrim to the south and send my second lord up to the north with the second army. But first knock out these guys. Who's this? Stitch up. Auto resolve. Leadership. Hey, look. Well, as I was saying, Ungrim is gonna come down here. Yes. Yeah. Call to clan. Imminent rebellion. Grudge keeper. Talisman of endurance. Basically the same as Ungrim. Now I do have a rebellion on my hands. The next turn.
Me seeks death. It is time.
But we are gonna sit here anyway. Fight him first. Hopefully he's gonna attack. And then come back next turn. Do we have any lords that are nice? Confident, tough, melee attack, weapon master. No, but what I would like is something that is like a buff for the whole army. Leadership +2, all units in army. That's a buff for the whole army. So this one. I'm just gonna count on Ungrim to deal with it, and instead I'm going to add another unit to this army.
By the grudge bearer's will.
Yes. 2 of them actually. Yep. So anyway, for me, like I said, what I'm most motivated through and by is the interaction with the viewers. So if you want to give something back, put down a comment or jump into my Discord. Become part of that smaller circle that I do more with, I chat with, I play with. I also do multiplayer battles, so if you want to friend up in Steam and join for some multiplayer. Right now I can't do it because of the patch, the Mortal Empires beta patch. But hey, you Weasley rat. He's gonna go for Ranka Hills, and I don't have anything to stop him because I have to quell this rebellion first. We're gonna get him anyway. We have a grudge, which is cool because then we can actually complete a grudge, which is cool, so then we can finally get Ungrim as well. Anyway, my interest is in your feedback. I'm curious about you as a viewer. What brings you here, and how do you like the Mortal Empires campaign? And as we add some feedback, gather feedback from multiple people, well, it's also going to be more interesting to point out the things that could be improved about the campaign. And there's actually quite a couple of interesting suggestions already that I've heard from viewers, like letting the Wood Elves create multi-slot settlements in forested areas, like in Lustria. That's the kind of stuff that I like to cook up with other people. Anyway, I'm gonna rest the recording here. I'm gonna quell this rebellion, deal with this army, deal with this faction, And then hopefully still have time to beat Zufbar to Mount Gunbat. Which is 1,000 gold already. And this is being sieged. It's not? I think because it's at 0. I don't know. With 1,000 with undeveloped settlement. This is already very nice. And then again, if Zufbar take it, we can confederate with them later as well. So, let's see. Just last thing before I end this episode.
Onward.
Oh, of course we have the penalty because of the
Let's hear what you have to
confederation.
say.
So, do we? Yeah. He's gonna go on for a couple of turns more. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you've liked this. If you do like this kind of content, leave a like, also subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified when actually something happens on my channel, and see you next time.